Hello, hello, it's Melody with Design by Melody, and I am actually here with you first thing on National Scrapbooking Day. This is Saturday morning. I'm going to upload a couple videos for you guys today because I am working with my stash kit number 2 that I created quite some time ago. If you go back on my YouTube channel, you can see it, but I'm just kind of flipping through a few things that I pulled out from that kit to use here. I have this one kind of large chevron piece of paper that I absolutely love, and I'm gonna use it completely. I love it, and I knew that I wanted to use it. This is actually a birthday layout, so I thought this colorful background would be a really pretty paper to use with these photos, especially because these papers are a little bit darker. So I thought having the nice bright background would help. What you just saw me doing is this is a very thin excuse me, this is a very thin piece of paper. This is from a paper pack, kind of a collection pack from Michael's, and it's just a very thin piece of paper. So I went ahead and put another piece of white paper on the background, and this is just some scrap paper I have in my stash. It's not my nice white cardstock, it's just a white piece of paper I had. So what you're seeing me do is I took the Craftsmith kind of ephemera pack or die cut pack, whatever you want to call it, and I took one of the frames out of there, and I'm using it to make a photo mat of this picture. Now, this picture, as I had mentioned, these are some birthday photos, and it was Ernest's birthday, so I'm using this frame to highlight the photo of him to show that, you know, this is a little bit different. He's the kind of the important one here. And then I have a picture of Kaylin and I. We were on the other side of the table. This is us out at dinner, and Kaylin was sitting next to me, and we were sitting across the table from Ernest. And obviously it's kind of hard to see in this picture because it is dark on his face, but you can kind of see his eyebrows raised, and he's like, really? That's kind of the look he was giving me. So I'm going to use a few different things to embellish this layout, but this layout came together really quickly. It only took me about a little over a half hour to complete, and I think it's because I was excited to use this kit. I was ready and rearing to go. So yeah. Now, this Craftsmith collection comes with these little circle alphas. They're not adhesive. So what I did, instead of trying to, instead of trying to add adhesive to each individual one, I just took a strip of white, just scrap paper I had, and I put adhesive all along it, and then I glued each of the, or just placed down each of the circle letters. It's just easier. I found that works a little bit better. I have this epoxy sticker from the Heidi Swap kind of epoxy package that you see sitting there, and it says hello, hello. So my title is going to be Hello, Hello Birthday. And then I'm going to add a few more embellishments here for you. I just really like the colorful background. I was able to pull out a lot of pinks and teals and just different whites. I like tones of white and a few other little tones of the same colors, and it all fit well together because the background is this nice, bright, colorful background. And I truly love the way that this layout turned out. It's the perfect first layout to have when working with the kit. I'm going to try to kill this kit with you guys this weekend for National Scrapbooking Day. We'll see how it goes, but I have a ton of photos printed. I mean, I probably have a good 15 months worth of photos printed that I've had printed for quite some time. So, and I have quite a large stash, so I have plenty to work with. I don't have a kit yet for May for my kit review series, so I'm just kind of using my my stash kits that I created, but also a couple of different things. I thought about pulling out some Christmas photos with my holiday papers and just trying to get a couple different things scrapbook, just a little bit different than what I've been doing. I've been doing my kit review series, which I absolutely love, but I also want to make sure that I'm using some things up from my stash. Just adding a little bit of journaling, and it just says, enjoying a yummy birthday dinner at our favorite El Rodeo on Ernest's birthday. This is kind of our go-to place. Kaylin loves he calls it orange rice, but it's like the Mexican styled rice. Oh, he absolutely loves it. This is probably the only place, one and only place, that we don't have to keep reminding him, okay, go ahead and keep eating. Keep eating, buddy. Keep eating. No, he demolishes this. He gets a huge plate of rice, and then he'll have a little bit of like my chimichanga or whatever. And of course he'll eat chips and cheese dip, or queso, but we have no problem at this restaurant, and it's kind of been a family favorite for years. Actually, when I was in college, I'm 31. So when I was in college, there was this same restaurant right across from campus, so we could walk there, and that's when I originally started going there. It's not this exact one, but it was the same restaurant, the same owners. It's no longer there, but it was just kind of a family tradition. I've been going here since I moved to Raleigh in 2002. Yes, I moved here in 2002, so 14 years ago. But anyways, pulled out a couple different things here. I've got all the little packs of stuff laying out around my mat, which you can see. I'm just kind of picking up things, trying a couple different things. So what I have noticed, I had pulled out a Simple Stories I Am collection to include with this kit, but I noticed that it's more of a cream-based thing than white-based. So I'm going to have to see if I can change up my embellishments on other layouts to use more of those cream-based colors in the gold tones versus a lot of these other ones that you're seeing me pull out are really white and clean and crisp looking versus kind of the cream or the distressed look. But I have a lot of different things in this kit, so I shouldn't have any problem creating a lot of layouts. I added the word sticker right under the Be Real banner. Just says just saying, and then there's another one that I added to the top left photo of Kaylin and I, and it says celebrate. And of course, there will be still photos at the end of each video. And then I have blog posts that will also go up with these in conjunction with these layouts. So feel free to go check out my blog, which is designbymelody.wordpress.com. And then also stay tuned at the end and you'll see some of those still photos as well. We're getting to the end here. I'm just kind of flipping through to see if there's anything else that I want to add and just kind of cleaning up my table a little bit. And what I decide to do, I'm kind of cleaning up a few things, trying to decide if there's anything else that I want to add. But what I decide to do is actually take my pen and create a border, and I just do lines and then a few dots and then a line and then a few dots just around the entire page. I kind of like the doodled effect that it gives. And it creates a border, and I'm showing you my stash kit. Those are all the packages and stuff. It gives it a little bit of a border without being too terribly bold. And at first I had pulled out my Sharpie pen, but I decided that was going to be too bold. It was going to be too bright. So I ended up going with the just ballpoint pen instead. And you can see I'm doing lines and then some dots, and then I'm just connecting them at the corners. I really like this. I don't know why I've never done this before, or I don't do it very often, but it's really a nice look. It's a very subtle way to add a border to the layout. But that's going to complete the layout. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned. I'll probably have another video up for you guys within a couple hours. All right. Happy scrapping. Bye.